Probably the absolute worst thing that can happen to a man. Take a look and just wait till you see how he responds.
What?
This is a friend.
This is a friend?
Yes.
So this is what you turned Jehovah's Witness for?
Sebastian, chill out. It's just a friend.
Bro. And you got my kids on the ground.
So first of all, this is the definition of a narcissistic woman. To the T, extreme narcissism. Look at how calm she's reacting. Like she doesn't even care. She probably on some substances too. It seems like both of them are on substances as slow as he's getting up to. They both on substances, probably. And she's saying, relax, it's just a friend.
What are you talking
Bruh, you got my kids on the ground, bro.
Before we even get to the kids, you got a whole nother man in the bed and you talking about relax, it's just a friend. You sleeping with a whole nother man in the bed, relax, just friend. If you don't know the ins and out of how narcissistic personality disorder work as a man, listen to the brothers that are watching right now. You better go research the hell out of this disorder. Watch as many videos as you can about. I think this disorder is at an all-time high. I actually think it's a narcissistic devil or a bunch of devils running around here that are creating this. This is at an all-time high and is ravaging, especially a whole lot of women. I urge you to take a look at this disorder and make sure you're familiar with it.
My daughter's on the ground. Winsor, a grown ass like this.
Did you see how the daughter is? She laid up, sleep, knocked out with this dude. Probably they didn't use some substances. This man, 12-hour shift, 12 hours. Imagine working 12 hours and then you coming home and finding this and finding your children on the floor like this. She don't care. She don't pay attention. She could care less about this man's feelings. Cold to the T. Don't give a damn about you or your kids. I tell you brothers all the time, stay away from these jokers, these modern day jokers. You better make sure that you protect your seed at all costs and don't get involved with any of these modern day jokers. They will absolutely destroy you and break you.
I'm not even mad, bro, but you gotta go, bro. Feel me? She got DCF problems. She got all type of stuff, bro. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is really crazy.
So think about this. If she was already dressed like this, she's had time. That means, and the dude was somewhere dressed. That means they didn't already did it, right? Put the clothes back on to lay up and go to sleep. And not caring, don't give a damn that he's coming home or don't care what time he could be coming home. Just think about what happened. They didn't already did the deed.
Can you chill out?
This is crazy, bro. I don't know how you. Well, you know what? That don't even matter, bro. But dude, she got 2 kids, bro.
Dude, he could care less about them kids. He saw somebody that was willing to give up some of her private part for free or a little or nothing, right? Because that's what these jokers are doing. These ones with this narcissistic personality. And just like I said, look how calm, nonchalant, she don't care, lack of empathy, all the signs and symptoms of a woman with NPD. Y'all better be paying attention to this shit.
She like, if you see my daughter's on the ground, bro.
She's not on the ground.
Like, no, seriously, she's on the ground, bro.
She's on a cushion on the ground. You know she sleeps on the ground.
Like, this is crazy.
And you hear her, she's talking about your daughter sleeps on the ground. And the dude that's filming, he got that bright light up in the other dude's face and he's looking like, dang, is it morning time? He don't even know what time it is. He don't even have a clue what's going on. All he know was he got some easy booty and that's all he care about.
This is crazy.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he let his stuff off inside of her and she gonna be pregnant next with this dude's baby.
Look at my daughter, bro. Look how my daughter is on the ground.
Sebastian, what are you doing?
Look how my daughter is on the ground. You got.
And they doing it, the kids, the room is right next to where they would sleep at. So that means they was getting it on. The kids, she probably got the door shut or cracked barely. Put one baby in the crib, the other one laying on the floor because she know that other baby really ain't going nowhere. And they doing it, y'all screwing and making all kind of probably noises. And you got the 2 kids listening to that. You know they was awake listening to them screw.
You got it, bro. You got it. you got it, bro.
You know, I give him credit for walking off like this, and it looks like it's starting to snow or something. Something is coming down. Might be a little rain. Look how he's walking off, calm and collected. In all honesty, I don't know if I would have had the strength to do what he did coming in, because I'm the man that pays the cost to be the boss. I pay all the bills. Who knows if that was the case with this, but I'll be damned if I'm paying all the bills and coming in and you laid up, just got done screwing some dude, some random dude that you didn't just met probably. But hey, I give the brother credit, because he could have lost his life or took a life, something like this, and could end up in prison or worse.
So basically, as you can see, people was asking me for an update on my brother and his baby mama. He's going to get his kids. He's definitely going to take her to court. He got everything on video that needs to be shown in court. He's definitely.
So this is the sister right here. I don't know why they come on this camera with these bonnets on their head. Come on, you got to do better than this. Let's see what she says about this update with her brother.
Taking his kids, getting his kids. Also, what was weird and crazy was she ended up telling him, oh yeah, I told you I have a witness or whatever. So I guess she was telling him that so she didn't have to sleep with my brother while she slept with that dude. She had him in her bed or whatever, in his bed too, after a long 12-hour shift. And
yeah, he might want to get a DNA test. Who knows if those kids are really his.
My brother kept his composure. So that means he's a great person, good guy, whatever. All he want to do is take care of his kids. He's going to leave her alone. He doesn't plan on talking to her anymore, because I've seen people in the comments like, oh, he's going to be back next week.
I don't know about that. You know, let's see if he really stays away from her, because what happens is these narcissistic ties are hard to break. And she going to be crying and pleading with him and say it was a mistake. She didn't mean it. Let's be a family. All this stuff while she's still, that's what these narcissistic jokers do, still dealing with other men, still probably screwing other men, because just using you as supply. So you as a man to pay the bills, you was a supply for a period of time for sex. They get bored real fast and they move on. They don't have any empathy. They don't give a damn. They have no morals. They have nothing. That's why it's so important for you brothers to get with a woman with morals, integrity, religion. Usually these narcissistic women or men, they don't have any religion. Narcissistic people don't have religion.
No, he's not. We've been trying to tell him about her for the longest. She's very weird, and it seems like she has some kind of issue. She looks like she's on drugs. But other than that, it was diabolical that she had my niece on the floor. I really don't have much to say. I really don't have much to say about this whole situation. Just stressing me out. As long as he get his babies, though, that's all that matters to me. I really don't care. I care about how she disrespected him, and that's gonna be handled. But yeah. So basically, as you can see, people was asking me for an update on my brother and his baby mama. He's going to get his kids. He's definitely going to take her to court. He got everything on video that needs to be shown in court. He's definitely taking his. I keep getting the same comments over and over. People keep saying like, oh, he didn't pick the baby up. Go pick the baby up. I said it several times that he went back to go pick up the baby off the floor. I cut the video before showing him go and pick up the baby.
Of course, you know, there would be a whole bunch of women that would say that. Why didn't he go pick up the baby? Why didn't he get the baby off the floor? Because they more concerned about him just running there, jumping and getting a baby instead of what she's doing. You know, that's them. Because let me tell you why a lot of them females would say something like that. Because a lot of them are probably doing that, or they've done something like that. So in their mind, their twisted mind, that he can't even process what just happened with him, how he's working 12 hours. He's expecting his woman to be at home taking care of the kids and stuff. He's not even able to process that properly. All they care about is he should be running there and picking up the baby. Not caring that the mom should, instead of her screwing and sleeping and maybe being on substances, not worried about that, she should be taking care of the babies, but he should have ran in there and picked up the baby. Even though she was clearly stating that the baby's fine. That's where she always sleep. That's what the mother was stating.
Y'all keep saying like, oh, he did all that and didn't get his kid. Yes, he did. He got the kid. Y'all keep reiterating the same thing over and over. Keep asking the same questions after I told you several times. Somebody who's in shock, they're not really thinking like, right, If you walked in on somebody that you were dealing with and they had somebody else in your home, in your bed, you honestly think they're going to be thinking right? Like, he's trying to process all this at one time. And y'all keep saying like, oh, he didn't get the baby, or they don't deserve the baby, it's him or her.
You wasting your breath trying to explain to these ridiculous, insane folks on the internet. And you know it's a whole bunch of women, they got a whole bunch of mental problems themselves. You just wasting your breath.
Whatever, like, y'all are weird. That's not the case. He just had to, like, I guess, calm down or whatever, or I don't know, his, sense of thought wasn't really at that moment. Grab the baby, pick the baby up. He got her. He went back in there and got her. I said it several times. I just cut the video off before showing that he went back and got his.
I just noticed you wearing, for a second day in a row, you in your pajamas and bonnet. Why are we recording videos, especially something like this just happened with your brother? You already know it's going to go viral. It's going to get a whole bunch of views. Why are you recording in bonnet? Come on, y'all got to be smarter than this. And let's put her on the screen, because what do I always say? Leave these jokers alone. And especially to the men watching right now, I want you to think about this. These jokers like this, where the cat is probably super easy to get, right? You got to go back to the old school advice. That which is so easy to get is not worth having. Anything in life worth having is going to be more difficult. It's going to be harder to get. Therefore, you're going to pay and suffer greatly the consequences for dealing with this and going after that easy cat.